Yo, what it is, what it do? It's your boy Momo coming to you live from the plug. You already know what it is, man. It's time for Mo Late Nights. All right, man. What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Mo. As I state, man, it's time for more late nights, man. We come to you live from the plug here on SL, man. Second Life, having a good time. Tonight's topic, we're gonna be talking about body standards in SL. That's right. We're gonna be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, right here on this stage. And I have a wide variety of guests here tonight on the panel. I got my boy Josh, one of our junior producers here. Josh, man, what's up, man? Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, Mama.
How you doing this Friday, man? Everything good, man? You over there dressed like genuine, man. You look good, man. You all right?
God yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling, man.
All right.
I'm
We
staying.
have I have a dear friend of my heart. Drea, welcome to the show. First time guest. How you doing?
I'm good, Mama. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, doing wonderful. Have a new panel guest tonight. Somebody I just met, but how you doing, Ryan? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Thank you for being a guest.
Hello, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. And one of my executive producers that be on the show with me, Dollface. What's happening?
Hello, Mama. How are you?
Hello. Glitter
Hello.
and unicorns.
All that stuff. All the sparkly.
Yes. Sparklies and rainbows.
All the time.
All the time. And let's give a round of applause to the audience. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. I'm a little congested today, y'all. But round of applause to the audience, man. Round of applause to the audience. Y'all are so beautiful. Y'all so beautiful. Y'all so beautiful. Yes. So wonderful. So listen, man, let me say something, man. I know a lot of people can be very judgmental and very, you know, strong willed about this subject, but not everybody can shape their body. Not everybody can wear a certain skin or do a certain thing when it comes to the bodies here on SL. Sometimes you have very tall people. Sometimes you have very short people. Sometimes you have very skinny people, very fat. It's all up to you how you dress your avatar on this game. But one thing that everybody try to follow the same certain rule, and that's what we're going to try to talk about tonight. We're going to be talking about body standards. Me personally, I can't stand some certain things that people do. I get it. You know, it's a form of expression, but sometimes it can go a little too much. So tonight we're gonna try to touch on that. All right. We have our curious cat out there available for you guys. If you guys would like to ask anonymous questions, feel free to do that. Also, YouTube. If you're out there on YouTube, you want to ask a question, throw it in the comment section. We will more than likely get to you as soon as possible, and we're gonna try to do that in a very fashionable manner. Since we're talking about fashion and body tonight, we're gonna do it in a fashionable manner. But anyway, I digress. I'll move on. Um, so let's break it down. How do you choose the right body? What body is right for you? I can tell you from my personal experience, when I first got on SL, we didn't have no mesh bodies. It was a standard SL body. Everything worked from one little unit, and I mean, you just made it look good the best way as possible. If you had on shorts, it looked bad. If you had on pants, it looked bad. But you made it work, and I tell you, it was very hard. And I think from when I started back 13 years ago to where we are now, we have dramatically dramatically changed and increased, and it's way better, and I love it. So with that being said, Dollface, how do you choose the right body?
Well, as a female shopper on this game, I have pretty much all of the bodies. Just make
Wow.
comparisons. I do. I have almost all of them. The main, like the
Okay.
mainstream bodies. Um, but what makes me stick with a body is the ability to shape it, the curves, how realistic they are. It really just depends on what you're going for. You know, somebody who wants to be a furry is going to choose a totally different body than I would as a doll or a human, right?
Right.
So it just depends on what you want from your avatar. But I look for HUDs that are easy to use, um, alphas for clothing, like the options, like can I change my boobs if I want to? Can I change my feet? Can I change my hands? Like all of those options. Like pay attention to all of that.
Okay. Miss Di, how do you choose the right body when it comes to Second Life?
Okay, I noticed one thing that really hinders a lot of people. Like you said, everybody's trying to fit the same mold. Like there is
Right.
somebody that wants to be skinny, but they want to wear, for example, the Cooper body because they see everybody wearing it. Like, do your research, try to figure out what body features that you basically try to figure out what type of body type you want. Because one thing about SL is with the releases of this body, you should rather see it as having more diversity on SL instead of everybody looking the same.
Right. Right.
So, cause and that's one thing about the creators. Like most creators stop making items for bodies, and that also kind of adds on to the problem of people gravitating more of the same body.
Mm.
So do your
Very true.
research, make sure look for the body you want. You want a skinny figure. I know a lot of people on the other side, they don't like Maitreya. You want a skinny figure, go for Maitreya, go for Legacy. You could get that slim frame you want. If you want to go for a thicker body, do your research, find out, Cupra, E-body, bodies like that.
Okay.
And even the BBL girls, they want a surgical look. And I see a lot of people getting, BBL girls getting bashed for that. But that is the type of body they want. So that's all I got to say there.
All right. I don't mind a little bit of a diversity when it comes to the bodies. I like looking at the how people get creative with their choices in their body choice. You know what I'm saying? Some people can make it look good. Like for example, when I started using as aesthetic, not the athletic from Legacy, but the aesthetic, I actually had a skinny aesthetic look. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes was like, "Yo, how you get your body like that?" It was just the way I shaped it. I shaped them very small because that body is so buff. You look like a just a big brick walking around with your arms wide, shoulders, all out there. And I'm like, yo, I can't do that. Like I had to have my shoulders on like 10 or 5 just for to give me a small frame. You know what I'm saying? But
Damn.
I made it look good. I made it look good. It took me a long time. I'll talk about that later. But Miss Drea, how do you choose the right body?
So when I first joined SL, I started off with a Belize body, and I was like, I look like
I'm sorry.
a
I'm
box.
sorry. There's a reflex. There was a reflex. I do
No, I
apologize.
don't
I'm sorry.
blame you because it was
Okay.
disgusting. So some things that I noticed right off the bat is all of the clothes that I liked, I
Hmm.
could not wear. Not only just
Oh,
because
don't you
the
hate that?
creators didn't make it for Belisa, but I realized that I liked how clothes like Cupra looked. Like Cupra clothes, I liked how those looked. I liked the more, how you say, risque sort of look. And I wasn't going to get that necessarily with a Belisa body.
Right.
So I think
Right.
that's something really important that people should look for is, yeah, your body is important, but also making sure that you find clothes that you like for said body. Because I could love my body, but if I don't ever find clothes for it, I can't do anything with it. Like for
Right.
instance, I love the BBW body, but I don't have any clothes for it, so you're never going to catch me in it. So that's important. Another thing that's important is just making sure not only just like how you shape the body, but making sure that you naturally like how the body's shaped. Like, for instance, Cupra's butt sits kind of like a shelf, while something like the E Body Reborn kind of has more of a U-ish shape. So, looking at those very intricate details of the body and making sure that you actually like how the butt is curved or how you like the
Mm.
boob shape or something like that is extremely important.
Very important. Very important. Thank you for sharing that, Josh. How do you
Yeah.
choose the right body, sir?
Well, coming from a male's perspective, like yourself, Momo, I start off with the aesthetic,
Hmm.
but mine was a little different because I'm not gonna lie to you. I wish I had a picture right now just to show you, but I did have like one of those. one of those like buff builded
Translucent.
looks. Yeah, yeah. And but at one point I sat there and I realized I was like, damn, like I look like I can't even touch my back. So I slimmed it down.
Like you look like you couldn't wipe your own ass.
Yeah, yeah. So because I slimmed it down because I was like, it just didn't feel right. Because I'm thinking to myself like, okay, this is the only thing that they got until when they started having like Belize J, Signature, Gianni, and then the Legacy. I was like, that's what I'm trying to get. Especially the Legacy. The Legacy is what drew my attention because I'm like,
Yeah.
it low key, it kind of tied towards my how I would look in real life. So I was like, all right, let me get this athletic because I like being toned. And
Right.
then I know
I was
everybody,
going for a toned husky look. That's what I wanted. I
yeah,
wanted a toned husky look.
especially if you make it proportional. And then, like you said, most people, when they notice it, they're like, damn, how do you get your shape like that? Because, there's people that out there that make custom shapes for certain body types. And depending on whether you want to share it or not, it's entirely up to you. But for me, like, I like being able to have a shape where it's like, I could fit into versatile clothing. But, the other downside is I want to add on to what Dre was talking about. Like, there's not everything for that particular shape. Sometimes you got to make do with what you got, or you won't catch yourself in another shape because lack of clothing. Now, I try to take into account of creators. I know once they make a release, it starts trending, it's in the third, but then you got to think about, okay, how long is it before we actually start having clothes? Even though they have current stuff out, they're always going to want more. So even if I see a new body, I'll wait. I wait because I think to myself, all right, there's more than likely not going to be anything on Marketplace or any type of main store. So let me just chill on it for a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I never forget when I first switched from aesthetic to Gianni. I went there because that aesthetic had good clothes. It's just everything was just workout wear. Like that's all it started to become. It's like I had my old clothes and it was just straight up athletic wear. And it was like tight ass see through shirts and tight leather pants. I'm like, come on, man, give me something else. Like I don't want to wear leather pants. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of wearing leather chaps with my clothes, and I got covered up with a long shirt because you know what I'm saying. It got real bad, real bad. Let's take it out there to the crowd. All right, who we got up there first? All right, so this is how it's gonna go work, everybody. I'm gonna click your name off the board, and you got 2 minutes to talk because we want to keep it short and sweet. Um, but aloud, Siren, it's on you, my boy. How do you choose the right body?
I would say it's just I didn't even mean to click the board, but shit, I'll answer.
Oh, it's
Um,
all good.
no, but basically just what do you want your avatar to be? Like for me, I know I want my avatar to be kind of slender, but still keep a muscular frame. So I went through the Gianni body, the the Jake body, and then came across the Legacy body. I even tried the Cairo, and it just wasn't my thing. But I think the biggest thing is the clothes because you can essentially shape the body almost any way that you want to, but it's the clothes that really do it for me because a lot of the more because like I'm half cyborg and stuff like that, so a lot of the
Right.
more like cyberish clothes or stuff like that came in Legacy. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna rock with this instead of going with Jake,
Okay.
which I came from before. So I think that's a big part
Okay. All right. All right. Big Pots, talk to me. How do you choose the right body?
My bad. Hey, skip me, man. My bad.
Skip you. You didn't mean to click. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
All right. Victor, talk to me. How do you choose the right body?
Quality was on the background. I apologize. Yes,
Are you there? I think it might have been some accidental clicks out there.
Yep.
All right. Little Debbie Cakes, aka Love of My Life. How do you choose the right body?
Oh, I accidentally clicked it to non-explain.
Come on now.
I just had to break the ice. Honestly, I'm a shapeshifter. So, those who know me from the past, I used to do shapes. So it's really a stickler to me. And I was just basically listening to everybody that has said everything. So that's kind of where my answer is going to go. But me, I'm a shapeshifter. I go from characters to hybrids to you name it, I'll go there. You just never know what I'm gonna drop down looking like, pretty much. So like my twin here, Rome, said, he does his cyborg stuff. I could even do that. Like, it just depends on what I want to look like that day. I go from a Cooper body all the way down to a skinny little Legacy Dolly body. I can, like, just change it all the way up, have hooves and antlers and all types of crazy stuff, like my wifey up on the panel, like she has her tail and stuff like that. So it's just like, it just depends. So how I choose my body is just how I want to look that day. But then we haven't gotten into the shape thing, have we? I kind of looked away. Okay, well then I'll hold that later. But yeah, how I usually choose my body is how I want to look that day. So yeah, I can even, like, the other day I had like the whole little emoji head thing on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all different things, and the sky is the limit on this game, honestly. I feel like there's so many ways and different things that you can wear, and like Chuckles, where he has his bomb head, like you can just knock it off his whole body, and it's really cool, like little things like that. So yeah, and then my son out here, and I think that he's in the audience. I think Potts is in the audience. He's got his whole little Abby and stuff like that he's created. So yeah, it's different things for different people.
All right.
And yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing. I just choosing the right body is all down to personal preference at the end of the day, and I get it. But there are some people that just don't know when to stop, and we're gonna talk about that later. But we're gonna move forward. And the next thing we're gonna talk about is matching your skin. That's right, I said it, matching your skin. You can be out here with a bright ass face and a dark ass body. Your necklines is showing, and it's just bad. It's just bad, and nobody takes the time to pay attention to it. Or here's a killer, and this is one thing that I had to learn. You're looking at it without your advanced lighting on, and it might look good to you, but to everybody else that has those high graphics, you might have somebody that might get in your box and be like, "Hey man, might want to check your skin, man. It's not matching or don't look good. You might want to change your lighting." Like, you have to literally take your time when it comes to changing your skin, matching your skin with your face, getting it all together. And back in the day, it was horrible. You hear me? I'm talking about bad. I'm talking about the simple fact where you had to literally like zoom in, check necklines. You was just had these face lights on. I think that was the reason why they invented the face light, because it just brightened up the skin to the point where it didn't look bad. But I'm gonna take it out of the drill. How was it for you matching your skin from before to now?
For me, it was because I'm a very independent person. So when I first joined, I was like, nah, I'm gonna do everything myself. I don't need any help. The amount of times that I cursed out Rome because he tried to help me was ridiculous. But so I would go in there and I would find a head skin that I would like. And then I would find a body skin that I would like. But I didn't realize that most creators would give you a helpful little note card that would say, hey, here's the body skin that goes with my head. So I would be out here
Oh,
rocking this head skin that was this beautiful mocha chocolate. And then my
right.
body skin was looking like, I don't know, maybe like a coffee. And I'm like, I look crazy. And I didn't understand until one of my good friends actually pulled me to the side and was like, you can do one of two things. You can get a neck blender. You can get body overlays. You can even tint your body with, I don't know if this works for every HUD, but at least I know I mainly wear Cupra. With Cupra, you can tint your body in the HUD. So doing little tricks like that
Right.
because maybe the body skin that you like doesn't have say you want abs and say it doesn't have the abs that you want and you want to somehow jerry rig it. You can tint your body to match your head skin and then get a neck blender and bam, no one knows.
Nobody knows. They're not gonna know. How that just go? I mean, not just, but that mean.
They're
not
gonna know.
Yeah.
They're
They're
never
gonna
How they
know.
gonna
No one's
know?
gonna know.
No one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know.
But I mean, like, oh my God, I don't even want to. Only
I'll do it,
fellas
Momo.
will understand this. No,
Oh,
but
wait.
what I'm saying is, only the guys on SL who have participated in, I would say, the extracurricular
Girls gotta match
activities
their
will know.
coochies.
No, it
Yes,
is
we
not
do.
the same.
Yes, you do.
It is
you
not.
gotta no.
Yeah,
We
you
gotta
have to
match your
match our
Dude,
coochie.
hold on. Wait a
coochies.
minute. You have to match it, but it is not the same process as it is for us fellas. Okay? It is
I
not.
don't think so.
It is not the same process.
It is.
It took me.
Like 20,
Because you
30
gotta-
minutes to match people.
No, okay.
You gotta
20,
make
30
sure that the
minutes
outer
versus
lips
hours.
go with the inner
no.
lips and
I'm talking about.
Hold on, because we
hours.
gotta match our dicks. That shit turn out just straight up
You
small and
know-
white.
Wait,
And then we gotta match our balls.
Wait, stop. You know, as somebody that has owned both sides of avatars, I would say
Okay.
it's the same. It is the same thing. In the
No.
story.
No.
What?
It is.
No.
It's the same.
So you just
thing.
out here just matching your coochie quick, matching your dick quick
Oh
just-
yeah.
with
For
ease.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
with
Okay.
ease.
No.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So listen,
Mhm.
I'm gonna talking to somebody who's been on here a little longer. From the past to now, I say now it's a lot easier because
It is.
most objects are skin based. So,
Yeah.
which I'm
Yeah.
grateful for. But bomb. But back in the day, it took. I kid you not. When I had my aesthetic body, it took me like at least an hour and a half to get my body matching with my neck and my face. But then not only that, when I got my extracurricular activity part, it took me even longer to get the shaft the right color, to get the balls the right color,
Yeah, that
to get the tip
RGB.
the right color. Right, that
Oh
you
my
had
God,
to
the RGB.
manually. Yes, it took forever. I didn't like that. Pissed me off. I'm like, man, dang. Because what it look like? You show up at a girl crib or a platform, y'all chilling. You whip that thing out, and she looking at you like, why are you black, but you got a pink sausage? Like, what is going on here?
But I think everybody
Not
has
uncomfortable.
experienced that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God! Don't put the
mean-
wrong one on. Don't put the wrong one on. You can be out there looking crazy. Then she gonna
Yeah.
tell her friends. She gonna tell her
now
friends.
she
Y'all
gonna
go
tell her
to.
friends.
Y'all can go to the club. They over there having secret conversations in the bar.
You gonna be
Girl,
on
let's go.
Instagram the next day.
Right.
Yup.
on Instagram
Screenshot
every
it.
day.
What?
Right. Girl, there
Like, you won't believe this
There you
shit.
go. He don't know how to color. Girl, look at him. Look. But now,
Like that nigga got a strawberry dick.
right.
No.
Like-
Not the strawberry.
But it'd be worse when they brown, but the dick is black.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh
Oh,
no.
So so let me ask this question real quick before I take it out there to everybody else.
Yes.
Do you find it worse to have a mismatch? Like, would you rather it be darker and they at least try it, or just like not try it at all and just go with the flow?
Make it dark.
I mean, you mean like I just want to clarify
Like-
that
like-
I'm answering.
like,
my
okay, so
preference for
let me
dick. Is that what
let me-
you're?
Yes.
Okay,
If
okay,
you
okay.
if you meet a dude, right? If you meet
Uh-huh.
a dude and you go back to the crib,
Mhm.
and would you rather him have tried to make it right and it's just messed up, or would you rather him just like not mess with it at all and you actually help him out? Like, which would you rather deal with?
I mean, it depends on the relationship with the person. If we're together or we're item, yeah, I'll help you. If you need help, I'll help you. But if you just somebody say we met at just wherever random fuck place, whatever, I don't know.
Mhm.
I would rather it be slightly darker because that's more realistic, I guess. Like
Okay.
I don't know. Like that's weird.
Uh,
Baby, don't go. I'm gonna get my
Okay.
dick wrecked.
right.
I mean, like, I guess slightly darker, but it depends on the skin tone of the person. Because you don't want to be with somebody who is fair skinned, like my skin complexion, and they dick is like super super brown. Like I guess it just depends on the person. I don't know, Momo. That's a weird
Okay.
question.
No,
Next.
I'm just asking. I'm just trying to, trying to engage with my people out here. Um, Drea,
What about Josh? But do you want the coochie to be
Huh?
Josh,
Hold on.
or the
What?
dick? Do you want either of any of that to be lighter or darker? Ask somebody else, Momo.
okay. So Josh, like you met this girl at the club, everything going great. You know what I'm saying? You like, hey baby, you know what I'm saying? I want you to come on back to my place. We're gonna have us a good old time. Take you to my skybox or my mansion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
You
wow,
break out the champagne. You break out the champagne. You sit down
Champagne.
on
She not in my partner, but
oh, okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Go ahead.
It's another, or you about to take a picture. You about to take a picture with a young lady. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather her lips to be darker, like she tried to work it? She tried to get the color right and everything, but it not quite there. Or would you rather her not touched it at all and you help out?
I mean, I would let her try. You know what I'm saying?
You'd
Especially
rather
if we
her
about
have
to,
tried.
yeah. I mean, especially if we're gonna take a picture, because I'm very like, I mean, some people could attest to this. Like, I'm very, I have an OCD, so damn near to a perfectionist when it comes to like pictures and whatnot. So I'm like, I want everything. I would double check and then triple check like everything to be just right, especially if it comes to like body and matching skin tones and whatnot. So if she's attempting and it's looking decent, like it's like we could let it be passable type shit. All right, cool. I'll let it rock. But
Okay.
more than likely, we're gonna sit there and let you get it right until it's like done. Like no half-assing or nothing. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll let her
Well,
try though.
Like
Okay.
something else you could do, like as an icebreaker, because I've done this to people. You see people be all fucked up, like you said, like Momo. Back in our day, we had to like tint the feet because you had prim feet with your shoes and shit. So I'll be trying to be delicate, and I'll just say something to the person like, "What wind light are you on?" Like,
I'm dead.
Not the passive.
That's been like, "What wind light are you on?"
yeah,
And then
but
I
that
go
makes,
on their
it
wind
makes a
light.
difference. Right.
Yes,
It
yes, it
makes
do.
a difference.
And some people be like, "Oh, I'm on midday or some shit," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay." Like, so sometimes you could do that too. Like if you got somebody who shit fucked up, it's kind of like giving somebody a piece of gum, like you're trying to tell them they breath stank without saying it stank. Just be like, "What wind light you in?" and go from there.
But that works though. That works. Like if you on the same
It do.
accord. When it comes to matching your skin, you have to know what other people are on. Cause I've been here.
Yep.
Prime example. I was here the other day, and I was talking to Japan, and I was just, we was joking around talking about Canada and the North Pole and shit like that. We just bullshitting around. And I always keep my settings in midday. I always that's just from the time I've been on to now. I've never really played with the wind lights. And babe was looking at my screen and she was like, "Who the hell is that?" She's like, "Cause her face looked funny." And I was like, "Oh, that's Japan." And she said, "Japan don't normally look like that." So when she got over here and she was looking at herself, she's like, "She don't look like that." I literally looked at Bay's screen. I looked at my screen. And it was completely different. I even took a screenshot so I could see, and I was just like, it was just totally different. And I went in there. I started changing my wind light. Now I'm on this new wind light. I'm on. It's KAKLWL
Mm-hmm.
called. I fuck with it. I like it. It makes you look a little bright. Yeah, it gives you your dark tones and it looks good. I like it. Rather than just midday just being straight up bright. You know what I'm saying? So matching your skin, when it comes to matching your skin out there, people, if you join SL and you really want to make sure your skin, play with your wind lighting. Make sure your lighting is good and it is great. But it's because it's gonna be a determining factor of you out here looking like a fool versus you out here looking real like a snack, as Bella would say. It's a snack. Don't get mad at me, but I see we got somebody on the board, which is my lovely wife. Um, Little Debbie Cakes, how do you match your skin?
Well, kind of like what Dolly was saying. I mean, not Dolly, but Drea was saying. Like, I knew about the note card. I read stuff. A lot of people on SL don't read, so they don't be knowing what's all in that folder. They just see a whole bunch of shit, and then they just go to putting stuff on and not knowing where it all go together. But I like to read, so Um, I never had that problem. Now, once we got into the BOM stuff, because I've been on here not as long as Momo, because he ancient, but I've been on here fairly long enough that when I started, we didn't have bodies yet. There was no mesh, there was none of that. So you just put the skin on, just like how you do now with the BOM, but without the mesh body, of course. So once they actually introduced BOM, it was real like easy thing because it was what we used to do anyways, but it's just on the mesh. So what I usually do, well, I had a daughter who knew how to snatch skins because I was lazy and I ain't like the whole head and body type thing. So once I got it all together, I basically would have her snatch it and put it together for me. So then I just have one layer. You can do that. Or I'm a detail whore. So I like a lot of detail, like the cellulite and moles and tattoos and all that type of stuff. And so, I actually layer it and all that stuff. And tattoos do cover up a lot of flaws. So I have like for instance, like what Rye has on her neck tattoo. Like if her head and her skin didn't match, you could always cover it up like that, and nobody would know. Like you guys, like you guys are saying, like nobody would know. Like how would they know? Hair covers up things a lot. So yeah, there's different little techniques that you could definitely use. Like someone said, the neck fixer thing, all that type of stuff. So there's different little things that you can do.
Oh, look at that! You hit it right on the nail, man. Good job.
I know I'm
Um,
amazing.
you are. Um, so before we go on to our next bullet point, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the time to take a commercial break. We've been out there enjoying and having a good time with you guys. We're gonna take a commercial break and tell you about some of the things that you can do on SL. So with that said, I'm gonna take this time to introduce you to a great vocalist, Dollface. Dollface, what you got to tell these people today?
Hello, people. It's Dollface. Hi, YouTube. We are here at The Plug, as we usually are. I know you've heard me say that before. If you've not been down to The Plug, YouTube, make sure you hop your booty into Second Life and type in THAPLUG and come and visit us. We have some of the finest recreationals and performance enhancers in all of SL. If you guys are out here in my studio audience, make sure you stop by The Plug store. We have updated all of our items. That's right. The brownies are now 3 uses versus a single use, and there is no price increase. I mean, hello, in a world of inflation right now, you're getting 3 brownies for the price of one. So make sure you go over to the Plug store, check out your brownies. Did you know you could live at the Plug? Did you know that? We have housing. We've got suburbs as well as traps. Make sure you reach out to our real estate manager, Ms. Nova Fago, and inquire about our rental properties as well as our storefronts. Put your products on display here at the Plug. If you are enjoying the show tonight, you guys, I want to encourage you to please do our surveys. This is you too out there on YouTube. Leave us your comments, your questions, your concerns. We don't know who you are. I mean, if your YouTube name ain't the same as your Second Life name, we don't know who you are. Give us your feedback. For everybody here in the studio audience, that little box is right in front of Momo's desk. Please click it, fill out that survey, drop it back in there. Super easy peasy. And if you want to hit that tip jar behind Momo's head, it does support the entire Cracking Up team, you guys. We work our asses off for you. And last but certainly most important, hey, did you know we do advertised commercials? If you are a business owner in Second Life or outside of Second Life, this is for you guys on YouTube and in the audience. Make sure you reach out to me directly. We have extremely competitive rates, and we would love to work with you and advertise your business as a supporter and sponsor of Mole Nights. With that said, Momo?
Ooh, they sound excited. Ooh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you, Dolly Face. Welcome in, new people. I seen some new people drop down. Welcome in, everybody. I see you out there. I see you out there. How y'all doing? Welcome down to Mo Late Nights. Everybody out there on YouTube land, man, come on down to the Plug, man. Visit us, man. We be having fun out here. Um, Miss Bella Bella, would you like to explain to everybody what this nice shiny silver box is by my desk?
Sure, Momo. I would love to. So, If you guys would be so gracious as to cam yourselves in front of Momo's desk, you will see a silver box with letters hovering above it that say survey box. What does that mean? It is intended for you guys to give us your feedback on the show today. So if you are a returning viewer, you know that we do this every show. We like to get the feedback because it honestly helps us make the show better for you guys. It lets us know what topics you like to talk about. It lets us know if you like the setup. So if anyone you know is a regular, I change the set probably every week. And I really want to stop doing that. So I want to settle on something that, everyone enjoys, my team and the audience. So any feedback that you guys can give is great. And remember, it's anonymous. So you guys can literally put anything you want, be 100% honest, because we're not going to know who it is. So please, please, please take that survey. It's super important. If you can even just click it right now and grab the note and hold it in your inventory, and while the show is going on, just answer the questions. It's only 4 or 5 questions, so it's really quick. And yeah, back to you, Mama.
Ooh, survey sounds
Oh.
exciting. But anyway, I digress. So y'all, listen. If you have any questions and you guys want to talk to us, we have a thing called Curious Cat. So don't forget the Curious Cat link is right there. It's been shouted out in local. It is in our show more on YouTube, so you guys can ask your questions anonymously. If you don't want to, be all out there trying to show who you are, you want to ask a question about maybe matching your penis to your skin, and you need some help, and you want to ask a question, and you want to do it anonymously, you can use the Curious Cat. Okay. So with that being said, we're gonna move right along to the next bullet point, which is, and I'm mad that it just when I clicked it, it did that. But how long does it take you to shape your body? How long does it take you to shape your body? Mr. Joshua, how long does it take you to shape your body, my friend?
Honestly, it don't take that long. Like, I'll say maybe if I was starting fresh, maybe a good 20 minutes.
The 20 minutes?
Yeah, but that's just me though. Like, and also depends.
When you first got on, like
When
how
I
long,
first,
like for you to actually settle for a shape, like did you have to go through like multiple variations?
talking about like before the mesh and all that.
No, even just when you like when I see you, Josh, I see like you have the same like aesthetically look, like what I'm saying, like you're a
Mm.
little tall, what I'm saying, medium shoulders, long
Oh yeah, when it comes
arms,
to that, it don't take me that long. Like I'll probably increase 1 or 2 things, like a limb or two here and there, but I don't do any dramatic changes to my body. Like once I have my shape settled, like I stick to that.
right?
The walkway.
But if I have
Okay,
like a outfit I'm
is
trying
it
to fit into,
right? Is it
yeah,
is it a shape that you can like use for multiple bodies, or do
yeah,
you
yeah,
only
it's
fit?
it's all around. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I when I switched heads, I went from catwalk to Lalukta. My nose
Same.
was hella small, and I had to make it hella big for Lalukta, which I thought was hella weird. But um, so it took
Yeah,
me a
you
while
you
to
done
actually settle. Yeah, it took me a
you done
while
set a
to actually
trigger word
get.
for me.
What?
Catwalk.
Oh my!
Bro, I changed. I had to change that head because
Yeah, I was with Catwalk for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
same I was until one day I realized I was like, damn, like I look like fucking Caesar from Planet of the Apes type shit. Like I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
So once I noticed Luca, I was like, all right, bet. And
I had
then
that scale. I had that scale head, and I made it look good. I mean, I
mm,
guess it's just the way, like Bay say, it's certain little things, and even Drea said this earlier. It's certain little jerry rig things you could do. Now,
right.
those cat was heads. They were very slim. It wasn't too big. So I had a beard. I had that full beard. My beard meant business, as I put in my profile once before. If I got this beard on, that means it's business time. But yeah, like I had a beard on to cover up my skinny neck, in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I made it wide, but it didn't quite match when it came to my body. So I had the beard on to kind of cover up that frontal neckline, and you couldn't even see it, and it worked
Now
out,
some
and it
people
looked
use
good. Yeah,
accessories like, the necklaces and shit just to cover up.
but
But
it works though, and a
it
lot of people
does.
don't think to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but Miss Drea, how long does it take you to shape your body?
So Like I said before, I'm extremely independent. When I first joined, I wasn't going to go the easy way out and just buy a shape from Marketplace. I was
Mhm.
like, no, I'm going to shape it myself. That took me like until I was happy, I would say maybe like a good month. I
Mm.
didn't go anywhere. I sat in the house and I shaped my body all day, every day until I was happy.
Okay.
Now it's gotten a lot easier. Now
Mhm.
it's gotten a whole lot easier because one, I understand how to shape a body and stuff like Debbie, I was new, okay? I was coming from IMVU. Let me live my life. But now it's a whole lot easier now that I understand how to shape a body. So now I would say that if I bought a new body right now, it might take me 10 minutes and to get a shape that I like, maybe even shorter than that. But I would definitely say if you're new and you don't have as much patience as I do, probably just go on Marketplace and find something that you like. Make sure
Mhm.
that obviously it works with your head and whatever body you want. Buy the shape and make sure that you can modify it because
Yes.
sometimes it gets on your body and you're like, I look crazy. So,
Right. I
yeah,
look a hot mess.
exactly.
All right. They seem excited tonight, y'all. This is crazy. Miss Zai, how long does it take you to shape your body?
Um, well, when I first started playing SL, I used to always purchase custom shapes, quote unquote, and I never really got the shape tailored to my head or body. So I always looked a mess and I was always dissatisfied. And after a while, I just started to, start shaping by myself. And it took a lot of practice and a lot of time. But now, what I do is I have so many shapes in my inventory because each shape I make sure it's tailored to a certain head, make sure it's tailored to a certain body type.
Hmm.
Um, for my body, I could like get my body done in like 10 minutes, but for my head,
Oh
I
yeah.
take weeks because, and it's not that I look bad, but I'm always tweaking, I'm always
Right.
working on it, trying to make it perfect. I'm trying to make sure that side view is not bust. I don't have a flat face on the side view.
Oh
I'm
my
trying to
God.
make, yes.
Girl, I did one time. I kid you not. I turned my camera to the side, and I was looking at how my cheekbones were sticking out further than my nose, and I said, "What in the hell did I do?"
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff people forget to look at is that side profile. You gotta make sure you get your head fixed. Like I am so tedious about shapes. Like I recently just swapped to Leluca, and I have like 5 different drafts look because I was dissatisfied with it. And you
Yeah,
just gotta keep perfecting, working on it, try to perfect what you want to achieve.
hmm it takes a minute, and a lot.
Hmm.
I don't know how. I don't know how Bay does it, but she just. I see her over here, and she'll put a look together. She works on it the night before y'all. I see it before anybody else, and she goes through like such this huge process. And I know y'all have to have like a lot of things in your inventory. Like me per se, I've been on here 13 years, but I only have like maybe 90,000 elements in my inventory. And I know Bay has like over 300,000 things in her inventory. And finding different shapes, finding different items, accessories is killer. But unless you have a process to do that, it can take you a while. It can take you a while, but I don't know how y'all do. I really don't. Like I try to go for the most simplest look and be paper bag breathing. Yeah, I'm telling you, I got a lot of things in here, but I have a process. The way I have it set up, it works for me. So, so let me take it to you, Dolly. Dolly, how long does it take you to shape your body?
Um, well, of course, I come from the Stone Age of SL, back before mesh bodies, all the shits, right? Shaping your body back then, in my opinion, did not matter. Like there was nothing you could really do to make it look good compared to now. But now it takes me days, sometimes a week, especially as one of those people. I'm guilty. I own a shape store, and I sell quite a few shapes. and it takes me about a week. Like if I'm doing something that I want to sell, and I try to do a shape across a multitude of bodies, so I have to go back and forth, make sure they look similar, make sure the customer is going to get that same effect, whether they have a legacy body or e body or a Cupra. I do my best with that. So again, like a week. If it's a personal shape, it's never ending. I'm not gonna lie. Just like Rye said, I'm forever tweaking. Today I want big ass lips. Tomorrow I want to make them a little smaller. This outfit makes my booty look way too big. Let me minimize my booty for this dress. Like it's never ending for my personal shape. But a custom shape or something I'm selling, about a week. And I agree, it's the face. The body, you can whip that out. It's the face that takes real time.
Okay. Well, we might not have a curious cat, but I do have a comment and a somewhat question. But its preservation of scale in SL is a huge, overlooked, underrated issue. How can we closely match shape to a
Mm.
realistic scale? And what do you use as reference? And this person said they use to scale up with vehicles. So, Miss Dollface, how can we closely match our shape to a realistic scale?
Well, you know what? Honestly, I feel like that's very difficult to do because everybody, again, feels like some people feel like they're 5 foot in real life, so they want to be as close to that here. There's people who wear height boosts. There's us girls and everybody in between who wear big ass heels. Like it really just, um, I don't know. There's really no way to scale it, but I do have one pet peeve. I will say that I think anybody, no matter what body shape, how tall you
And
are, what your scale is,
it
um,
starts.
your
I'm
arms.
sorry.
I'ma just your arms. And I'm guilty. When I first got to SL for years, I walked around like a whole fucking T Rex. Like I would just be honest with y'all. Like I would be with partners and be like, why my arm can't reach behind between my legs? Like I don't. And I used to be like, the poses. It's the poses. No, I was walking around as a T Rex, and it's a lot of people walking around as a T Rex and don't realize it. So somebody helped me and was like, hey, stand up in real life. I'm like, okay. Because I'm looking at my avatar like, my arms is not short. What do you mean? Stand up in real life, put your arms to your side. Where do your fingertips land? I'm like, okay, middle of my thigh. Look back at my avatar and my fucking hands was like right below my waist. So now I'm an advocate for, if I see it, I'm gonna help the next person out. You gotta pass that on. So if
Right.
anything, that's put your arms to scale. Like think about, if you don't think about nothing else in a realistic way, think about your arm length and your head size. Like that's my pet peeve.
Okay. Well, for me, proportions mean everything to me. The one thing that I guess is a pet peeve for me is small ass body, big ass feet, big ass head. I
Yes.
just I just don't understand why these new people on SL. I'm not gonna even call out a certain group. Just say new people. When they see people out
They
here
look
on the
like
grid,
toddlers in their mama shoes.
toddlers in their parents' shoes. They
Yes,
got the
toddlers in their
smallest,
daddy shoes.
skinniest, longest legs I ever seen. Look like sticks. Like
Hmm.
and then they got no torso whatsoever. Like they ain't got no, like you ain't got no stomach. Like you
But what
going
about the
straight from
baby
ribs
feet?
to, and then you got these extra long ass arms with these gigantic smackable hands, a big ass head. I just don't. What look is that? Like who looks like that for real? And why do you want your Abby to look like that? Like you look like a funny doll. Like you look like a straight up Bratz doll. Y'all know how the Bratz doll? They got big ass
No, wait a
hands.
minute,
They
because
got
my aesthetic
no
is brass
torso.
doll. Like my aesthetic is
No,
brass doll.
no, no,
They be
no,
out here
no.
looking
I'm
like
talking about
Gumby.
no, no, no. I'm talking about the old school Bratz dolls. Like matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a good example. You know, you ever seen Polly Pocket? You see how Polly Pocket got that big ass
Just
head
shut
and
up. Or Betty
big ass
Spaghetti. Oh
right.
God.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like just look mess jacked up. Like what is that? I want to understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if that's your style, that's what you're going for. Cool. If that's how you go express yourself. But where did it come from? That's all I want to know. Can somebody explain that to me? Where did it come from?
Honestly,
I'm trying
I
to read
feel
local.
like
What did they say in local? Go ahead.
a
Go ahead, Drea.
a lot of the questionable trends came from IMVU. I came from IMVU, and I helped a lot of people move over from IMVU, and there was a lot of questionable things happening on IMVU. I don't know what's the last time y'all been on IMVU, but it's scary. It's scary over there. And so when people come over here and they're like, oh, bet I see Second Life as IMVU but has free range of motion, they think they're going to make their Abby look exactly like it did on IMVU. So I'm talking about the bimbo chickens that have
Oh,
no
God.
torso, and then
Bimbo
their
chicken.
boobs go to their knees, and their butt is going to the back wall, but they're standing in the center of the room, and you're like, I don't understand.
I ain't never heard of a bimbo chicken
Can I
before.
please say that? Can we all, hey,
Yes.
can everybody just mic up real quick and say bimbo chicken? I'm going to count to 3, okay? 'Cause this is our new thing. On the count of 3, we're going to everybody say bimbo chicken, please. 1, 2, 3. Everybody.
Bimbo chicken.
No.
I'm gonna say chicken head bimbos, but you know.
Not that we got to be unique.
Oh my God, I'm with Dre. I swear to God, I'm with you, and it's just bad. Like and you know what? I'm not even gonna hold you. I've seen one person who did the bimbo look, and she made it look nice. It was nice. It was proportioned, but you could tell she was going for a more bimbo-esque type style, and she made it look good. The only issue I had was that her thighs didn't match her butt. That was it. But other than that, like as far as her rib cage, as far as her boobs, as far as her, her legs to feet, all that looked good. It was just that one area where her thigh and her butt met just looked like she got a butt like pow, and her thigh was just like, help me, I need meat. You know what I'm saying? Like it was bad, but it looked good though. It looked good. Don't be like the
I need meat, no.
right. Help me, I need
How the hell
meat.
look bad, but it look good.
It's like a car crash that you can't stop looking at. You know what I'm saying? That's horrible. Wait a minute. Maybe I gotta find a different. I gotta find a different. Don't pay me no mind, y'all. I'm just having fun tonight, babe. I see you on the board. How long does it take? How long does it take?
Don't start the clock. Wait, because I can't.
Oh.
Wait. Okay, I gotta get it out of my system. Sorry, you called on me. I wasn't ready.
Hold
How long does it take to do your shake? Okay, yeah. Yeah, get back to this question. All right, so y'all scared me. First off, my wife said a damn month.
Okay,
Dolly
like the
said
first
a week.
30 days,
Like,
the first 30 days you can't do anything anyways, so might as well
What you
look good when you come out.
mean?
The first
It
30
take
days,
me
no,
damn near a day. If I'm
You
working
can't
on
go
it,
nowhere.
You can't go anywhere.
So I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna make sure I look good.
I don't
when I'm
care,
ready
man.
to
I'll
make
do it
my
right here in the
debut.
middle of the plug working on a shape. I don't be caring. Like that's
But
me.
you got to be
but
14 days to come here. That's what she's saying. When you knew in your first 30 days, where can you go besides the hubs?
oh,
Yep.
you said when you was new. I thought you meant like on a
when
regular.
I first started.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like a month. Okay, I'm with you now.
Wait,
All
hold on.
right.
I still do that now.
I'm weak. Well, I would say because like I said before, I used to do shapes, but I would knock one out in like a day. Like, I mean, I don't like to waste time. So and my OCD kick in. I can't look at something too long because then like I will start tweaking it and it ain't never gonna get done. So like I have to get stuff done in like a small amount of time. But my shape personally, I mean, like I said before, I shapeshift, so it's a little different because one minute I want to look like something and then the next minute I'll look like something else. I am kind of lazy. What I mean by what? What do I mean by what? Shapeshift? So like I was saying before, because Jay wasn't listening, so now I gotta repeat it. Basically I shapeshift. Like I go from small bodies to big body. Like my Cupra is like my biggest body that I have. And then the smallest that I will go is like a legacy or probably the reborn e-body now because it's better than a legacy in my eyes. Don't fight me. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I do. I like to shapeshift. My time kind of went over because I was talking to them. Um,
That's
but
30 seconds. Go ahead.
okay, but anyways, but so yeah, I go from body to body, look to look. If I'm working on a client's thing, like I said, I do it like a day top. I don't like people waiting, and I don't like to wait, and I don't like to take my time on stuff because I know what I'm pretty much doing. But yeah. So I guess I'll stop there.
All right. Looks like we got somebody new on the board. Emil, how long does it take you to shape your shape?
What's going on? Captain Build-A-Bitch here. So y'all don't know, like I actually do make a lot of female shapes. So with that said, honestly, it doesn't take long. It honestly depends on what you're looking for and the skin that you're actually trying to build your shape around. Because like when you're actually building an avatar and whatnot, like you have a base picture that you're given from the creator. And this is like, yeah, this is what this avatar looks like with this skin. But the biggest thing people don't understand is like, depending on how your face shape, once you play with sliders and whatnot, you start playing with sliders, you can totally like transform that shape into something totally different than what is actually advertised as. But honestly, it doesn't take long. I did a shape the other night in literally like 5 minutes. I had to do some more tweaking on my nose and small structural features and shit. But like other than that, it's not hard to actually do a shape as long as you know the shape that you're actually going for, the overall shape. If you want her to be like thicker or slimmer, like personally, I like taking like the big bodies, like the BBWs, the Cupra, the Reborns, and actually making really slim shapes from them. That's my thing. But like, yeah, it doesn't take long. But practice makes perfect. The more you start playing with the bodies and whatnot, the easier it is. So yeah, it's just a few minutes for me.
Okay. Thank you, Emil. Appreciate that. Uh, Little Debbie Cakes, you back on the board. Talk to us.
Yeah, I wanted to add kind of like what he was saying, because a lot of people tend to forget, like he was basically saying like a skin and a shape go hand in hand. So like if you have a certain shape and you want it to look that certain way that you see it, like you got different heads, you've got different skins, like he said, all those different things play a part in that shape itself. And people forget that. So then when they get it, then they're like, this don't look nothing like the picture because you didn't follow the style card. Because there is always usually a style card that comes with the shapes because they want you to get that look. So you're not complaining to them like, oh, it doesn't look like that. It's going to like majority look like the style card. Not all the time because people like to Photoshop. But majority of the time when you get a shape from like Marketplace, for instance, then it comes with a style card. You get the shape, you get the head, you get the skin. Like you gotta go buy these things, of course. It's not gonna come within the shape. But you know, like you follow the style card, you go shopping, you get the stuff. And you know, you come out with that, and then of course you could tweak it however and do your little thing, different things and all that. But yeah. I just wanted to add that in case people are really out here like, how do you do this? Because like what Drea said, like earlier, she was like that she didn't read the certain things within the folder, so then she had no clues what the hell's going on. So yeah, it usually even says on the Marketplace picture ad itself that there's this like, you know, a style card. And that's majority of the time what people buy for anyways, because of the style card. But yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest. Up until last year, and I know I've been on here for 13 years, but up until last year, when I was shopping with Bay, I didn't know nothing about style cards. So I knew nothing about it. The only reason why I found out about it because I was looking for new dreads on SL, and I literally spent $700 for a style card just so I can go spend another 700 for the hair, and I didn't know nothing about it. So, but anyway, so our next bullet point that we're gonna talk about, and this is gonna be a good one. What are your top three must-haves when shopping for the perfect look? Like, what's gotta be there? What's gotta happen? Like, when it comes to anything regarding your body, what are the top three must-haves when shopping for the perfect look? Miss Dollface, talk to him. Tell him about them top three things you gotta have.
Um, I gotta have a good hair base. No matter what hair I want to wear, I gotta have a good hair base. Um, because sometimes I've seen people wear a certain hair on top of a hair base, and then you have like what I like to call the dirt ring around your scalp, where the mesh hair, where the mesh hair will separate the. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Um, So I be checking that hair base on every setting, like everything from low to ultra. Like I need to make sure that's intact. Other than that, my must-haves, I guess not really shopping for, but again, my arms, like the proportions of my arms and my legs, rest
Okay.
of my body. And does it fit my shape well? Demos are there for a reason. Like there's been so many times I basically put my own foot in my mouth where I bought something based on the ad because I loved it
Oh my
and
God,
put that shit
girl,
on my body and it was trash.
girl. Mm.
So demo everything, make
The
sure it look
amount of
good
money
on your
I've
ass.
wasted.
Like if you got that big ass dump truck booty girl, I want to see it look the best. Like trying to put a skirt, stretching them textures out, all of that shit. Try your demos and do what looks good on your shape, what flatters your shape. So yeah, that's my must have.
Okay. Yeah, but dog, oh God, when you said that, like I'll never forget it. I think I was trying to buy something to match Bay,
Hmm.
and she was like, "Why you didn't get the demo?" And I'm just sitting here in my head like, like, damn.
Yes,
Like I
yes.
literally spent like a good chunk of
Hmm.
money too on a bunch of because it wasn't
I have dead
in
ass
a
bought a
fat
whole
pack.
fat pack with confidence. Yes,
No,
bought
it
a
was
whole
not. It
fat pack
wasn't
with
a fat pack.
confidence.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I just
I
bought them
did.
individually, thinking everything was gonna be smooth, and I got all them items in my inventory, and I can't even fucking use them. I was so upset.
Yep, I have dead ass bought a fat pack before and put it on, and it did not look good on my shape at all. Like it did not like it. It just has been bad. Like, mm-mm. So try your demos, people, for real, for real.
Try demos. Try demos. Miss Zai, talk to me. What are your top three must-haves when shopping for the perfect look?
Um, well, for one, you gotta make sure you know what you're looking for because there's a lot of people out here that are just window shopping, trying to see what it could come up with. Already have a vision. Like for example, if you're trying to like go Asian or something,
Mhm.
try to put it on a look ahead or a forward head. Like clearly, make sure you have the right head for the body because there are different heads out here that cater to a specific type of look you want. That's one thing. Another thing I look for is, body wise, there are so many deformers out there because I'm sure some people over here use deformers. Make sure you use the proper deformers, whether to make your body look more realistic or unrealistic if you want to have really like that Jessica Rabbit type look. There's
Right.
very different deformers out there to make you perceive the look you want. The third one is, you gotta accessorize. Once you buy the skin, you don't have to stop there. Like I've seen people, they buy the skin, they still have, they still have the skin eyebrows on there. They still
Oh
like it's
Lord.
just plain. Like everything is on the like accessorize. That is, we are in the era where baked on mesh is back. Like
Yes.
there used to be a time where I had three different body skins on. I had like the base body skin. I had a breast enhancer. I had like a body like detail. Like you could go so much with it. You could add on dimples. You could put on moles. You could put on freckles. Like the sky is limit. Is endless. Like don't try to limit yourself to just because you see something. Like
Right. And
that's
I think
how
a
you.
lot of I was gonna say I think a lot of bodies now. I mean, not bodies, but a lot of skins now. They give you so many options, and oh God,
Mhm.
thank you for the creators who do that. They give you a bare naked skin. They give you a skin with freckles or body spots, and some of them got what is it, vitiligo, and they got so many different skins. They got tan lines and stuff. All that. I'm just
Yeah. And
huh?
and that also sets you apart from other people and you're not all looking like the same clone and it gives you your own type of unique signature in a way.
Right.
That
Looks
there's a
like
lot of
Batman
guys
said
out
that's
here like
still
that.
not enough. You feel like that's not enough, Batman? Do you feel like they could do more? What could be one thing? What could be one thing that you would like to see added on? But I get back to you, Batman. I see you typing in chat though. Drea, what are your top three must-haves?
My top three must haves. So I'm dancing all of the time. whether I'm just chilling on my plat, not doing anything, or dancing for Lindens. So yeah. So it has to, whatever I buy has to look good when my booty meat and my titty meat is bouncing. It has to.
So
Um,
the jiggly meat's gotta look good. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
the jiggly meats has to look good. And I mean all the
Jiggly
jiggly
meats.
meats. All the
And what are
jiggly
the
meats. The booty
what are the
meats,
jiggly? Oh, okay.
the thigh meats, the titty meats, even, sometimes the belly meats, sometimes, change it up a little bit.
Just a little jiggle.
Just,
Okay.
yeah, right? Just a little,
All right, okay.
some.
You talking about Arby's, all the meats.
Exactly.
You're gonna be a walking
Exactly.
jello.
Right, like wow, okay.
That's the whole point. So definitely that. Also, I like clothing because I'm always half animal. I always have some sort of ears and tail going on. It's not me unless I have my ears and tail on. So my clothing has to be able to match my ears and tail because I'm always changing the colors and all that. And I feel like I'm going to look crazy if I'm wearing this bright purple outfit and my ears want to be neon green that day. I'm not trying to look like an Oompa Loompa. No, thank you.
Roadkill.
You know what, Josh? Nobody asked you. And I think my last must-have is definitely what Dolly was saying, is making sure that not only my shape looks right, but making sure that my AO looks right. Because sometimes with certain poses, it will look right. And yes, I did indeed fax a titty meat. But sometimes with certain poses, it will not clip through. But then you put on the pose that you think goes perfect with the outfit. And now it's not working. Now it's clipping through. You got your pussy hanging out, or your left titty is popping through and all that other mess. And I don't like clipping. I came from IMVU so that I can finally stop clipping. No clipping. No clip.
I can't tell you how many times I done went and bought an outfit and it looks amazing, and I get ready to go take a picture, and I see my left pectoral, just the top of it is sticking out.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
hate
like,
that shit, bro.
what the hell, man? Like, look, I got a hole in my, man, like, why? Just that one area. Like, did you not look at that when you finalized the product?
Like rig it right. Yeah.
Right. It's just that one little spot. It's either there or I don't know if a lot of guys have problems with this. It's like the underarms, like right, because with most bodies you can't really do too much with, like you can't get that one little section. It's not like you can break down every little part of the body. So it's got this one little section under your arms that's just sticking out, or it don't look right. It look weird. And then when you try to alpha it out, you take off too much, and now you can't wear it because you're missing some in the jacket, and you can see it if you turn the camera the right way. Oh my God, it's just, I can't.
I'll turn the Rayman before I look crazy.
So Josh, what are your top 3 must-haves for the perfect look?
Shit, I mean, it's like we've been talking. I feel like it's accessories, skin, and shape. Like you said, when it comes to clothes, it's always been that one part that you always feel like you could try the alpha, but then you end up doing too much. Normally that doesn't affect me because again, I try to find stuff because you know me, everybody that every time I come to plug, I always end up in some new crazy ass outfit. Like
right, one day you
I like doing right, and I'll just be a whole ass monk. So
right.
With me, I live in marketplace, so I'm always trying to find something and I demo it to make sure that it fits. Or even if it doesn't have a demo, I'll think to myself, maybe I could alpha into it because majority of the time it'll work. It'll let me slide through. So I feel like those are my top 3 when it comes to the shopping for the perfect look.
All right, we're gonna take it out there to the crowd. We're gonna hear from everybody out there in the crowd. Don't forget, y'all, Curious Cat. If you got any questions, please click the link and ask anonymously. We will answer those. Little Debbie Cakes, what you got for me?
Yeah,
what are your top 3 must-haves for the perfect look?
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I do gotta go. But my whole thing is kind of combining what everybody was saying. Combining what everybody was saying. Basically, I would say like the skin itself being matched, and then the shape going with the skin, because some people don't realize when they have a skin on, like if it's for a catwalk head and they have the skin on, then they got that Grinch face looking smile going on because the skin didn't go with that head and they trying to make it happen and it's not. And so yeah, making the head match the skin, you know, that line that goes from the lips out and it looks all creepy because they don't have the right skin on the right head. Y'all know. Or like how Evo X makes it amazing because they have a selective skin that goes on that head, because if it don't have it on, it's gonna be upside down. So there's that. And just basically having like what Rice said, having those extra add-ons and enhancers like rolls and, like I said, creases, and you know, even adding like scars or just something to make it like signature, like make it you and not having to like look like the next person pretty much. But I hope you guys have a good rest of the show. I have to go make some money. Money
See you
calls.
later, Debbie.
So yeah, see y'all later.
See you, babe. Even though you're sitting right here beside me. And have fun at your auction. Culture, talk to us. What are your top three must-haves when shopping for the perfect look?
My three are pretty much, I guess you could say, the same as everybody else's. Like shape, head. The only thing that I would say probably different is like brows. For me, brows is a big thing because depending on what brows you get, when you shape your head, it can look kind of odd in a way. So, yeah, those are my three.
Okay. All right. So, but I never heard anybody say that the brows is very important. That's new for me. All right, that's interesting. But thank you for sharing. Uh, Alexandro, talk to me. What are your top three must-haves when shopping for the perfect look?
All right. Well, first of all, you need to think about the head that you're going to buy. Um, you can't make the same face with every head because of the way that they design heads these days.
Yeah, absolutely right.
There is a foundation to a head, and you want to think about that when you're looking at a head. Do you want a strong jaw? Do you want a weak jaw? And if you want a strong jaw, you want to start out with a foundation head that has a strong jaw, and then you either want to build on that or you want to rock what you got. Second, you got to have a skin. And that's something else that you got to think about while you're thinking about what you have to have some vision here. You have to think about what you're going for, and you want some skin. These days they make a different head skin to a body skin, but you want a facial skin that's going to have features that you can work with that are going to bring out what your vision is. If you want, cheekbones, bigger lips, thinner lips,
right?
Whatever. It's a lot easier for women than it is for men, but these are the things that you want to look for. And I think second would really be hair. Hair, especially for black men, hair is hard.
It is.
Hair is really hard. And all you have to do is walk down the street and look at people. And hair, if women know that hair, to change your hair, and it can change your whole look. It could change the way people relate to you. Hair. So you want to think about that. And I wish that black men had more options for hair in Second Life. It's hard to be a black man in Second Life.
It is.
But those are the three things. I could go on about, I could actually go on about every feature. But those three things, the way that you're going to stand out, the way that you're really going to pop in Second Life is by working on your head, work on your face, have some vision. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. No, I was gonna say you had a couple of more seconds, but yeah, it's hard out here for us black men with hairs. You either got some stiff ass dreads or a sharp ass Caesar cut,
Well, I'm not trying to
or
look
you
like I'm
bald
20
headed.
years old, dude. That's the
Right,
whole thing.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then you got the high top. I mean, some of the high top fades and stuff like that now are not too bad, and some of the add-ons that they got aren't too bad. Like, I like a nice fluffy dread look. That's why I go with these dreads. Like it's a nice little curl pattern. You know what I mean? Look good. So it all depends. Big Pots. What's your top 3 must-haves?
My
What's
top
your
3
first-
must-have. Let me
top
tell
three
you something,
must-haves.
man. So I know y'all
You
see
go.
this avatar and whatnot, but I actually do have an actual avatar, and it has my real life face on it, man. So that I care. I mean, my top 3 must-have is just me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta capture my ashy hands in real life on my Second Life skin because it signifies hard working. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a must for me. The only moisturizer I need is WD-40.
Okay.
Really, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
So, my brother.
yeah, my top 3 is just like perfect look is just my face, my hands, and my ashy feet. And I'm being honest with you, man. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody say, or I don't care about all these nice, legacy bodies. Like I still use the aesthetic body. I like to look how I look for real, man. I'm a fucking rhino, for real.
Right.
And that's just what it is, man. But to add to what Shaft said, listen, man, I'm opening a barbershop, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be black owned barbershop. It's gonna smell like coconut oil and all that jazz. Gonna have good music. So you get your hair cut, man. I got you. Oh, I'm gonna get you right. Put that blade to it, man. You're gonna get a nice line up, all that, man. Come on through.
Right.
It's
You heard
called
it
Cut
here
It
first.
Out.
Cut it out.
Ooh.
You heard it here first here on Second
That's a
Life
good
on
title.
Old Late Nights. Gonna have a new barbershop coming around called Cut It Out. So be on the lookout for that, everybody. Be on the
That'll be
lookout for
500
that.
L's. Continue.
Exactly. Thank you.
But moving right along, anybody else? Anything anybody want to add on before we move right along? Before we
Yes,
move along.
yes. I just wanted to ask Potts. Potts, how are you? Because yesterday you were not feeling well and you had some boo-boo problems. How are you
Not
today?
boo-boo problem.
Oh, I'm good now. I went to a holistic doctor and I got right. So
That's how he described it, Josh. I'm just
shout out to Nina for helping a Negro out in need. And yeah, don't eat Wendy's.
You had the Hershey squirts?
I didn't have the Hershey squares, man. It was water.
Oh,
I threw up and I was shitting out water too, man. It was too much, bro.
Damn.
And
Well,
I was
I'm
just
so
was
glad that
miserable.
you are feeling better.
I was
I really
miserable,
am.
and I just sat next to the toilet. I didn't know where else to go. I didn't know what else.
Wendy's
to do.
did that to you? My bad, we getting off
Wendy's did that
topic.
to me. I had a. It's called. I was gonna get a 4 for 4.
Seconds.
But I got the $5 biggie bag, and it was the wrong bag to get.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Shit.
All right, and we're gonna move on. Give me just a second, y'all. My mouse seems to have died on me, so let me plug it up real quick. And I hate, one thing they need to do with these damn computers. If you're gonna put 3 USBs on a laptop, put one on the other damn side. Shit, I'm sorry. That just came from nowhere. It's kind of upset me. It's a little pet peeve of mine. I do apologize. But anyway, we're gonna move right along. I'm good now. Body types. Ooh. So we're gonna be talking about body types here, and Jay said legacy guy. Before we get into the body types, I just want to say this one thing. Proportions is very, 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 very important to me. Okay. Okay, so it's 2022, y'all. Please, for the love of God, look at your proportions, okay? We don't need 10-foot tall motherfuckers out here on the grid. We don't need these extra long leg females out here on the grid. Like, how do you have that much thigh to shin bone ratio and ain't got no room to breathe? You ain't got no ribs. You know what I'm saying? If it's art,
We don't want to
let
come
me
off
know.
judging.
Let me know this is right. I'm not trying to be judgy, but if it's art, let me know. But if you just out here trying to copy what the next one doing, for a while, I seen this skinny girl. It was like a skinny, thick girl look, and all the girls had that shape. And I swear to God, it pissed me off. Y'all had extra long ass legs, pointed toes, and your rib cage was non-existent. You got these big ass breasts, and you had a skinny neck with this just. No, that wasn't a bimbo chicken. It was more like a Slim Jim, a thick Slim
There it is
Jim.
again.
I
Bimbo
just
chicken.
it just looked bad. And then that's for the females, but for you fellas, if I see one more extra long leg motherfucker with these gigantic ass feet for no reason, and you got this just this static pose of you just standing there looking like your head about to fall off your neck.
What you not
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
tell
is
you
come for
about.
the
I
static
feel like you
pose.
attacking. I feel like you attacking my nephew, Mom.
Now, one moment.
What you
I'm not
do is come for my static
One moment, my brother. What you doing sitting on me, brother?
I'm not listen, I'm not coming for the static poses, okay? I'm not coming
Yes, you
for the
just
static
did.
poses. I'm coming for the look. Y'all don't understand what it looks like, okay? You just standing there with your neck linked up, like it looked like you looking down, trying to look down at your toes, like you know how a fat person be trying to look for their penis when they peeing. That's how you look with your long neck and your big ass head.
It's
Cut
in
it
body
out.
shaming.
I'm not body shaming. Just cut it out. Just stop it. Just stop it. Please fix your bodies, y'all. Proportions, okay? Body types for me. Just please. Just be aware of how you look. Just take a side profile. Look at yourself because you look goofy. That's just my personal opinion. But moving right along, Miss Dollface. Body types.
Okay, first of all, you coming for the static poses, Mama.
Okay, so I'm from the old school. I'm from the old school.
I don't
okay?
like. I know you are, and so am I. But
we
the
did
time
static
of moving
poses,
around
right.
like you gotta pee is over.
No.
Get
No,
you
that's not
something that moves subtly, but I don't understand
Right.
why people be moving around like they dodging bullets. Like, why are you that fidgety? You
That's
on
just-
crack?
No,
Like,
that's
that's
just certain
old
people
SL,
from VU.
you know?
That's people from VU, as the
Well,
kids
okay.
would say.
In
That's
a
the
minute, I
kids.
feel like you about to put them bling bling, jewelry on the flash and shit. I feel like you finna put on some flash and bling bling jewelry,
I will
some
for the
shoe
sake-
alphas, okay?
Okay,
And
so
you
wait. For the
gyrating
sake-
everywhere. Yeah, and you gyrating everywhere. That's just not my thing. It's not my thing.
Listen, listen. Okay, first of all, hold on. Listen, I don't mind a nice static pose, but not
So you
everybody
ain't out here
has to
looking like
have.
you on meth.
No, but see, the people that move
Because
around,
I'm
the people that
people be
move
wiggling
around, a lot,
around.
they're different.
Mhm,
Yeah, that's
mhm.
different. That's different. They don't know how to be still. I stand still, but yet my character moves around. He breathes.
Mama,
He's
you
not
check your
just
pockets every
standing
5 seconds.
there. I do.
Well, I'm just gonna talk about the body types that I like because
Okay, go
Momo
ahead.
talked about
All right,
body
yeah, go.
types he
I'm-
didn't
yeah.
like. I
Right.
like when your arms is the right length. I like specifically on a male or a female if it looks like you could actually reach your crotch if you needed to. I enjoy just visually. I love a beautifully executed avatar. I love somebody who puts time into it. It's
Right.
not about how much money you spend on it because not everybody here has, money to spend on this game like that. And it's people who don't want to spend money on this game like that. But, you hit these 60 Linda sales and baby, you could do a lot. I like just proportions and well put together, well executed. Specifically melanin. I like melanin. And rock
Okay.
your Abby with confidence. Yeah, and all the stuff you said too is trash.
Okay. Okay. Ms. Zai, body types. Talk to me. I'm at it
All
again.
right. All right. Not everybody on SL, especially the urban side, has to have a cinched waist and wide thighs. Looks at myself.
Ooh, they about to drag you.
Look, I said look at myself. I have to call myself out too. I'm calling myself out because
Oh,
baby.
you finna drag.
Look,
Okay.
no, hold on, wait. I am saying because I'm seeing a lot of girls. They're like, I want to have a realistic type. All right, then. There's a whole bunch of realistic bodies. You see,
I
Miss
come here in a legacy and
Cornbread.
get dragged. Okay.
Miss Cornbread, she went outside the box. Now look, she motivated out of BBW to embrace that side. Look, And there's more than that body type. You ain't gotta be this frame or you ain't gotta be that frame. Look, there are females outside built like wine glass, big body, skinny legs. Do that, if you try to be more realistic, just try to venture out, try to not be in the same mode per se.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Okay. Oh, and one thing is I realized on here, I used to be a very tall. My female avatar used to be very tall. Sometimes as tall as a guy.
Amazonian.
Yeah. And I got a lot of hate from that, especially from guys, which really showed their insecurities. But anyways, they made it seem like a female cannot be that tall. There are very tall females in real life, and for some reason, they were just threatened by a tall female stature. That's why I see a lot of females out here. They are very small, petite, little bunnies, I would say.
If you look like you're from the WNBA, they don't want it.
Look, yeah.
Oh my God.
Look, embrace the motherfucking Amazon side. Be a tall bitch. Like, don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about that. That's all I got to say.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Miss Drea.
Okay. For me, things that I love a realistic. For me personally, I love a realistic body without the enhancements of plastic surgery, just because in real life I don't like how plastic surgery looks. That's my own personal thing. But to each their own. I love the skinny petite girls. I love the big bodied girls. I love it all as long as you exude that confidence. And if you're happy with how you look, it shouldn't matter what anybody else has to say about it. If you want to be like as tall as the guys on here and you're a female and you own that shit, do it. If you want to be the size of a goddamn fairy and you own that shit, do it. I don't care. Like, I am out here in these goddamn strip clubs as a deer, and people say that I look like roadkill all the goddamn day, but I own that shit. So as long as you own it, just do you. As long as you're happy, that's all that should matter.
All right, I heard that. She said, own your shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Own your shit. I know that's right. Talk to them. Tell them. Let them know. Oh, okay. They like that.
Yeah, she ain't had to get all that.
You know what? Shut up, Josh. Nobody asked.
I'm putting your 2 cents.
Josh, talk to me. Body types. Talk to me.
It's like you said, man. Like, be what you want to be. However you want to make your shape.
You are.
Goddamn. Yeah, it's like, I know I was talking about earlier about the Arnold Schwarzenegger shit, but it's like, if that's what the look you want, if that's your ideal, because it's your SL, if that's your ideal look, go for it. If you want to be a short ass midget that always got to look up at everybody, do that. If you want to be a tall Amazonian, do that. Personally, I'll say I don't want my look to be like too realistic. Like, but just enough where it's proportional and it's out of the norm, honestly. So yeah, everybody has their own way of doing things, and it comes down to the creativity. We want to have a look where people be like, damn, like, how'd you get that? Or how'd you put it that way? How did you use those accessories? Or, whatever type of deformers, this, and the third, to have your look be like, just unlike everybody else that would normally be around the sim or in the community in general. Just being able to stand out and have something that just signifies you. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Josh. So we're going to take it to the audience real quick. Take it to the audience real quick. For your pride. I know that's right. Don't hide. Y'all are so silly. Y'all know that. I just want to let y'all know how silly y'all are. Emil, talk to me. Body types. What you got?
So I'm about to get a lot of like motherfucking backlash on this shit, but something that really grinds my gears. And
Okay.
I understand there are multiple different body types because not every community in SL is the same. For instance, right now we would consider this the urban community. The urban community usually has bigger avatars. From what I've been on SL going on 15 years. The, the urban community, we're fucking Amazons. We're giants as fuck for some strange reason. And yo, we go through, we fit in. Now, like when you go to other different communities, like for instance, one of my favorite communities, um, the Tokugoya community, which is basically an automotive based community and whatnot. You build a lot of cars, you race, you drive. But if you go to that side of the grid and you're going there and you're with these people on these sims, their avatars are a lot smaller and down to scale, along with their vehicles. Their vehicles are actually scaled down a lot more for a more realistic scale. And they actually build their vehicles down to scale with like actual, how we'll say, dimensions. So with that said, it's like I'll go over there with my avatar right now, and I'm dead ass like fucking towering over everybody else. But one of my big pet peeves with shit, something that really grinds my gears, is you going through. We'll be here at the plug, and you have motherfuckers that are 18'2", knowing damn well they 5'3" in real life. Big ass hands, not proportionate to their body. Big ass feet, knowing damn well they were an 8.5, my nigga. Like honestly, the shit like everybody's going to do what they do, and you're gonna like go to your own niche, and I feel that, and I'm gonna respect it. But like, nah, that shit really fucking annoys me. That shit don't make no sense. Why everything gotta be so
It's just like
disproportionate?
everybody don't have to do it. That's my thing. It's like I can understand like one or two people doing
But
it,
what
but not
about
everybody.
like okay, so just bringing this up because I've experienced it, and whether it's been in a loving, joking way or not, you Momo have even done it to me.
I have.
What about when people are feeling pressured to not look different? Like, what about when that happens within our community or within SL? Like, for example, I was a whole fucking legacy body coming over here, and I dropped down in the legacy body one day, and we're friends, so I knew you meant it with love. But your ass flat out was like, "Oh Lord, here she goes, she's skinny again." Like, damn, I can't even be.
Yep.
I
You know
can't live
what?
my best 120-pound life,
You're
and without
absolutely right.
everybody
I was
having
that
something.
by too.
It's not
I
that
call
I
me white
do.
every day. I'm not white, but you
But
know.
I do it. Yeah, like you said, I do it out of love and you know, and it's I don't I like it when you I like your different look. Like I think you had like some kind of frilly skirt on. You had your leg up in the air, like you was like a happy go lucky person. It was a good look. I just like teasing because I know you get upset. I just like teasing you. I'm just
I
going.
know, and that's what I'm saying. Between you and I, it's
Yeah.
all love because we're friends, and a lot of us around here we love each other to some degree or another, right? So we are a community, we are a family, but at the same time, though, you know, for somebody,
Yeah.
you know, that's I mean, somebody over there not knowing that you joking with me and they in the legacy body and they like, oh shit, I got to be Cooper, BBW, BBL to even be here, like you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
Be who you are
For your pride.
for your pride.
Because at
So
the
I
end of
could
the
be a
day,
whole.
Definitely.
you
I
the
could
only
just
person that's
be a
gonna
whole
ride with it.
skinny
Like,
Starbucks ordering Krista tomorrow. Is what you saying? Yeah.
Yes.
yes,
I'm gonna
absolutely.
try
Yeah.
my best not to say
Be who
anything.
you are
Josh, he gonna try
for
his
your
Josh.
pride. Don't judge me.
Josh.
Why are you this way?
Well, Josh,
Oh
we're
my
always gonna
God.
judge you. Absolutely, you,
what?
Josh.
I'm
You know-
Absolutely,
judge, Josh.
always.
So is this a problem?
Live.
Look at it.
Josh.
I want you all to look at it.
You're a bitch.
Josh.
Josh,
Josh.
Y'all gonna judge me?
Oh,
yes, we
Hmm.
are.
it's to like
Oh,
your
no.
trigger. Okay.
Right. I don't know what happens.
What is happening?
Josh,
did he
I
turn
just want
around?
you to know.
Why?
Josh, I just want you to know. Be
Josh.
prepared to pay
Get
that
out
tip jar.
my
You'll be
face.
fine.
Who you
Get the fuck out of my
Oh
face.
my god.
And
Why
here
did
I
you
was
turn around?
thinking I could have actually monetized this video. Thank you.
God.
Thank
Get
you,
out of my
Joshua.
face.
You already know.
Yeah.
I was-
Doll.
But
Y'all done proved my point.
Hold
Josh,
on.
Why
we're
did he
proud
turn
of your
around?
pay.
Why did he turn around though? It was
I
a turn.
can't
I
hear.
know.
It was the
You know-
full 360 view.
I'm
Right.
dead.
Like,
Oh God.
Big pots, talk to me. Body type.
Oh
Talk to me.
shit.
You know what? Doll, I actually really relate with you because I sometimes go to the white side of SL and I always dumb down to like the legacy. Well, not dumb down. I always switch to the legacy body because whenever I go like in a body like this, I feel so judged every time I go over
Mhm.
there. Like I'm always so more busty and fuller than
I'm
all
giant
these
over
other
there.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am giant. Like even in my I'm short over here. Like I'm short.
Mhm.
Like I'd have been called a whole midget by people. And like I'm not though. But I go over there in my current shape, my current height, and I am huge, literally towering over them. So I agree with you. I have a whole quote unquote white SL Abby, which is my legacy.
Same.
Pop
And
her
it
on at the
shouldn't be
house
that
and go
way.
where I'm going on the white grid, and then when I come over here, this is the doll that y'all know.
My time restart, right?
Yes, your time will restart.
Okay, just making sure.
All right, go go ahead, Pops.
All right, man.
Body
When it come to the body types, this is how I'm gonna do it, man. I'm finna name the top 3 black, beautiful, bodacious women that I look at every day when it come to body types. Okay, we're gonna start with Mavetta first, man. The Somali princess Mavetta, and then we're gonna go behind her to Nina, Sofrito, Dame Tan Solo, un momento, a nigga one more time, baby. You look good, you do. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Bella Bulgari. I think that's how you pronounce that shit. I don't know. I know you from the New York, though. You make a nigga want to buy some Timbs to come see you. And that's real life and second life for all y'all. And all the women that I just named, I would eat their ass. And I'm sorry if you're on YouTube, but I meant what I said and I said what I meant.
Whoa.
All right.
Oh, wow.
You heard it here first. Again, Big Pots. Let them know.
Get your seed. Get your seed.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
Whoa.
I'm gonna get him.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Move right along.
Crazy thing,
Alexander,
I'm pretty sure one of them gonna be in the DMs before the show over.
talk to me, Alexander. Body types.
All right, body types. First of all, I prefer realism. I do my body the way that I do it because I like it, because I wanted to make a hot avatar. That being said, I mean, if you're going for realism, some of the things you want to remember is that really everybody, if you like stand up in your like wherever you are at your computer right now and look at your arms, everybody's arms, no matter what your body size is, everybody's arms are just long enough to reach your genitals, and it's that way for a reason. So if your arms are going, if you can put your arms, like cross your arms over, put your hands over your genitals, and they go past your genitals, that's too long. That's like my pet peeve about body types. But then when you talk about body types, you have to say that there's a lot of people in SL who aren't really going for realism. They're going for a kind of toony sort of look.
Right.
And
like
then, things get a lot more, flexible. Some people have skinny legs because that's the look that they're going for. Some people have, I literally know a chick whose name is Big Head Jen, and they call her Big Head Jen because she just likes her head to be big. All her avatars have really big heads.
Yeah, she was here
We
on
know
the show
her.
last
Yeah,
week.
we know her.
Oh yeah, actually she was on the panel on Wednesday.
Yeah, she was on the
That's
last panel, yeah.
That's true. Big Head Jen was on the panel on Wednesday. That's why they call her Big Head Jen, because all of her avatars have a really big head. Also, as far as realism is concerned, I get in discussions with people all the time when I'm in clubs that have a predominantly black clientele. And I have women say, that's not realistic. This isn't realistic. That those aren't shapes. Real women don't have bodies like that. And in the back of my mind, what I think to myself is, well, they think that because they've never been in a black community. Because if you've ever been in a black community and you think real women don't have big booties like that or big boobs like that, then just wait until you see the girls come out, and they're not ashamed.
Yeah.
So that's just the truth of it. People say it's not real, it's not realistic, and it is realistic. And black women are the queens of loving their bodies. So when they come into Second Life, they want to look like they look in real life.
All right, thank you for saying that. I'm gonna put it out there. I love a confident woman, whether she's big or small, fat. I don't care. Obese. I love a confident woman.
Plump.
Okay? Right, plump. It all in between. And I never forget it. I was like 17, working at the grocery store. I was bagging groceries, and it was summertime. I had my khaki shorts on. I'm sitting there, and it just got dead quiet in the store, just dead quiet. And you can see like I'm looking towards all the people all the customers being rung out, and I just seen all the dudes like pose and just staring and just looking. And there was a pool that had just opened up around the corner from the grocery store. And so I turned around to look, see what everybody looking at. And when I say for like a good 10 seconds, it was just pure silence in the grocery store. And all the guys was just looking, and everybody head moved slow. You ever seen like it's I swear it was like a scene from a movie. And this lady had on a mesh dress with a bikini top and bikini bottom on and some heels and her big old, Easter looking hat, and was just walking through the grocery store. And when I tell you, it was just silence, and all you could hear was, just her shoes hitting the floor. And I mean, she just walked through like she owned the damn place. I love confidence like that. Like to just walk in a goddamn grocery store looking like a damn Instagram model. I was like, Jesus. I love confidence. So for me, confidence is key. So whether you big, small, huge, somewhere in between, be who you are.
Yeah.
Please, everybody, be who you are. But the next topic we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna move right along, media influences. Do you think media plays a big part of how we dress, how we
Oh yeah.
our bodies,
Yep.
and how we act here on SL? And I'm gonna take it over to you, Josh. Talk to me. What are some media influences that you witnessed or seen that takes place that people want to create this body, this look for their SL?
These little niggas want to put face tattoos on their body now.
Okay.
Everybody want to be a little pump. Shit made no damn sense. No, I'm just joking. But I feel like
you said little punk or
I said little pump.
Oh, I thought you said little
You're the first one that came to mind. But
Okay.
but yeah, nah, I feel like the media does influence because you know how it is. Especially, well, if you remember like Jet magazine.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Get
So
of the week.
exactly. So man, never mind. But so when it when it comes to like even magazines, a woman could look at it, or even a guy, like they'll look and then they'll see and they'll think to themselves, especially if going on the self-conscious moment for a bit,
Mhm.
like they'll think to themselves like, damn, is this how I have to look? Or if they see the Instagram models, like maybe I should try to get my body like that. And then I'll probably have like some type of validation or acceptance among peers, or just to get a rise or some type of treatment, like in whatever they're trying to do, whatever move that they're trying to make. And, then you'll have the others that are like, nah, like go against it because this is not you.
Right.
Accept what you're given at the end of the day because, it's your body. Of course, do what you want with it. If it makes you happy, if it makes you feel good, of course, it has to be respected. But 9 times out of 10, the media is going to make some type of advertisement where it's like, you're not cool if you're not having this type of shape or particular type of style.
Right.
So I do believe that the media does influence heavily.
Right. Miss Drea, talk about some media
Um,
influences out there.
I would say that, especially coming from my background of being a stripper on here, I noticed that all of the girls, or let me not say all, a majority of the strippers, especially from the urban side, want to be light skinned, have the big titties, big butts, cinched waist, inches down to they knees, and the
Mhm.
stripper heels, and it's like you want to be a Nicki Minaj or a Kim Kardashian or something like that. And I remember when I first joined and I first went into the stripper atmosphere, I felt like I had to look like that. And I'm this dark skin, and I started off very slim, dark skin, slim. It was before my ears and tail, and I felt so unwanted and just I didn't feel accepted, not only just from the clients, but also from the other girls. I didn't get tipped. No one talked to me. And then the moment that I tried it out, I tried the light skin and I thickened up my Abby, then everyone wanted to be my friend. And then I realized, why the fuck am I looking for validation in other people? I'm going to go in and I'm going to be Drea. And if people want to tip me, they're going to tip me no matter how I look.
Right.
So then that's when I went back in with my current look, with my ears and my tail. I went back to the black look and people started tipping me. It all, like you were saying, Momo, it all matters about your confidence. If you are exuding that confidence, people are going to gravitate you towards you, no matter what you look like. But I feel like just as, not only just like on Second Life, but I feel like as a society, we always want to be accepted. And sometimes we're afraid that if we're being ourselves, we won't be accepted. So we go to what people normally accept, which are the celebrities. Everyone loves Kim Kardashian. People love Nicki Minaj. People love Lil Pump and stuff like that. So thus, when you love someone like that, you're going to want to pick up their mannerisms and stuff like that, instead of making them just love you as a person, however, whoever you may be.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that, Drea. Miss Zai, talk to me. I know some media influencers out there. Talk to me.
All right. Well, first things first, I want
it's the giggle for me.
If you guys will pay attention to most media today, what you normally see is like the thin frame white girls, mostly posted on these ads, and that has kind of transferred to SL. Like if you go to these events, when is the last time you've seen a thick BB girl model with stretch marks and stuff on like an ad at an event? You never see anything like that. All you see is skinny frames. I was actually talking to a content creator, and I was like, I know somebody that can model for your ad, and well, yes, but that is mostly Cake Day. Yes, they do have that, but that's mostly on the urban side. But on these mainstream white events, you do not see that. I was talking to a creator that was, gonna post a release in one of the main events, and I was like, I know somebody that is fit for the bill, and she literally told me she can't do that because I know the event owner flat out told her you can't have somebody like that on there. You have to make it sellable.
Wow.
And this actually happened on SL, and it's a sad reality. And when I first, started getting my avatar together, I was a very bright skin. I was lighter than this. I was a lighter skin, and I decided to hold a kind of a social experiment, because when I was that skin tone, a lot of people, I seemed all friendly, everybody was hitting me up in my inbox whenever, I hopped around or whatever. And for the last 2 years, I went to a dark tone. Like Drea could tell you, I was like, very dark. And I could tell from the moment I started the difference of how people treated me. It came to a point where people were texting my SL children asking about me because they said I do not look approachable enough. And I'm trying to figure out, yeah, it was rude. That did not even make me wanna. I'm gonna be rude, and I'm definitely gonna be not be approachable. But that is like the stigma that has kind of influenced people's thoughts around, especially dark skinned women, and they already perceive us to act a certain type of way. And I kind of like made it, that actually like gave me fire to like keep that dark tint. I had my dark tint for 2 years. Then I realized like, I'm starting to hold myself back from my creativity, because I have actually like on Halloween, the whole month of Halloween, I was walking around in a red avatar. I was like in a fire elemental the whole month of Halloween. And I was like, why stop there? Like I've different, literally being red, blue, like different kinds of skin colors. So now I've came to a point where fuck what the media says, and I'm gonna be
Right.
any fucking skin color that I want to be. And for now, this is my look now. You will never know what you see next.
I know that's right.
Hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
No problem.
Dollface, talk to me. Tell me about the media influences for you.
Um, I mean, it's very similar to what my fellow panel guest said. Even within SL, we are influenced by outsell. What the fuck?
Outside,
Outside.
outside
We are
influences.
influenced. Yes, we are influenced by outside media. For example, a lot of the clothes and shoes and trends and things that we do in here are real, like clothes and shoes. Like I have
Right.
shoes and
They
stuff
literally are.
in SL. I have like different pairs of shoes and
Got the
stuff in
whole
SL that
Gucci logo on it.
I actually own in real life. Like, you know what I mean? They're taking actual LV bags and bringing them in the game. So I think it's just that extension of, outside of the game, people might be like, I can't just ball out and buy an LV bag, but I sure as fucking spend 1,500 lindens on one, and they go for it. So it's influenced by the outside. I also agree with Miss Rye about the quote unquote non-urban side of the grid. I'll just call it that. I don't want to call it the white side, but the non-urban side of the grid. She's absolutely right. Just like in real life, you'll never see thicker, curvaceous avatars, and if you do, they're usually from certain stores who are their primary clientele is white, blonde, bimbo women, like the ones we were talking about, like with the exaggerated everything. You know what I mean? That's about as curvy as you'll see in a quote unquote non-urban sided grid store ad. It's a lot of stores that I used to love, and then once upon a time I would notice like they never have black girls, Asian girls, any of that in their ads. It's always very thin, very white, very Victoria's Secret angel type shit. Um, so yeah, media influences SL the same way it does outside of SL because they pull that from outside and bring it in here to sell products to us, their consumers.
All right. All right, class. I was about to say, all right, class. Lord Jesus. All right, y'all. So we got two more slides I really want to get to. So we're gonna make these comments from the audience short and sweet. Big Pots, talk to me. But media
When it
influences, talk to me.
when it comes to media influence, man, yes, it's definitely a big thing. Like I'm gonna be totally honest with you, a lot of the women that wear the BBL body and all that stuff, y'all all look the same. I don't care how y'all feel about it. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. But speaking from a real life perspective, like I grew up with this girl named Aubrey, um, and grew up with this girl named Aubrey, and when she grew up, like she cool as hell. Even we still talk still to this day, and she had work done to her body, like she got a BBL and all that jazz, right? And pretty privilege is a real fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's that's why a lot of women do it. You know what I'm saying? To gain that type of privilege, you feel what I'm saying? Because like you get all like basically you have a lot of motherfuckers who just you looked at pretty much how I see it as more of like a trophy. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers are do for you whatever because you look good the way you do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, pretty privilege definitely is a real fucking thing, man. And I think that's why most people do it. You feel me? Me personally, health wise, that shit is not healthy. And she told me straight up, like that shit is not healthy. She was down for a whole 6-7 months after getting that, surgery or whatever you go through when it comes to that. And she's had it done 6 different times.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about to gain that privilege, when it comes to whether it be, because she don't even live in Michigan no more. She in Cali. She got a whole dude in Cali buying her houses, buying her cars, and buying her jewelry and all this, that, and the third. So it's just people look at that as like it opened new doors for them. So
Okay.
But
Well,
that's just my spill on it.
All right, thank you. Chubby XL, talk to me. Make it short and sweet. Media influence.
Okay. I think it definitely, social media definitely influenced it. Well, I've been dark skinned hair since the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Preach
Um,
this. I like that.
but also I've been trying to do a chubby look since the BBW came out. You know, I'm more excited about that. But until I get some clothes, but I'm a little nervous. I can definitely tell that even outside of SL that um oh, I'm so sorry, I'm nervous. Like everybody is
Down
light
pat.
skinned. Yeah, everybody
You're all
is
right.
light
Take your
skinned.
time. Yeah, take your time. You're good.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta give you a minute. I'm hot. Never mind. Just.
It's all right. It's okay. Don't you ain't got to be nervous. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. We'll
Okay.
get you straight. It's all right.
Okay.
But thank you for sharing that. I get what you're saying. It's all right. Miss Bella, talk to me. Media influences.
Okay, so I just wanted to share a comment from the YouTube actually, and it was actually in reference to Drea. So someone said, imagine being an SL stripper and being surprised people judge you by how you look when you're charging them money for your time. You sell your time, you become a product. So I think the perspective from this is kind of when it comes to a business aspect of it, would you sacrifice, kind of making money to, I guess, prove a point?
For me personally, I when I first got into it, this was like when I was brand new, so I didn't really know exactly how I wanted to be shaped and things like that. And I tried out the white look and I started to, or let me not say white look, let me say lighter look. Um, and I didn't necessarily like it, but I saw that my tips were increasing. But I realized when I was dancing, regardless of how many L's that I made, I wasn't happy. I felt like I was lying to myself and not only to just my clients. Because when you're a stripper, whether it's on here or it's not, you're selling yourself. And I'd rather sell my authentic self, and my authentic self is a beautiful Black woman and not someone else. So I guess I would rather stick authentically to myself than worry about the tips. If someone doesn't like me, they're not going to like me whether I look like Kim Kardashian or not. So I would say it, even no matter what it is in life, don't base it on how much money you make from it. If it's making you happy and your mental health is stimulated by it, then continue to do it. You're doing the right thing that's for you.
Thank you for responding to that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, everyone out there on YouTube, I'm sorry to say, but that's our time for YouTube. But we gonna continue the conversation here in SL for a little while. So you're not gonna get all the extra juicy stuff that goes down after the show. So if you want to, come on down and celebrate with us. But I digress. We're gonna go ahead and close down the YouTube, but we're gonna keep the show rocking and rolling. So everybody out there, YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for taking your time to click on the Mo Late Nights channel and watching this video with us. Come on down to join Second Life with us and come on down to the plug and have some fun. But until then, as I always say, peace, love, and soul grease, and we out.
Be who you are.